Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today it's getting cold out here. And we got a scooter here. So this is a 250 Japanese scooter with a Honda clone engine. Everybody call it the what they call the scooter, they call it the Macho Man. 250cc scooter, Japanese. Oh, what's it? Is it Chinese? Yeah, Chinese. That is a beautiful scooter. I had a lot of fun riding this spring. Getting ready to put it up for the winter. Didn't ride it a lot, but had a good time. Now, what I'm going to do here for this episode is I'm going to drain the gas out. Now, this right here is a tube running it down to the gas tank. You see where it's located? Right below the steering, handlebars, whatever. Right below that, and it runs over into this device here, which I put together myself. You can buy it at AutoZone. Get it at AutoZone because it was about $4 or $5. And then here's why I did it. I put this ball of wire here runs over to this battery. See, it connects here, and it's got another one that connects to the other side right there. Okay. These wires are 20 feet long. I did them that way. You don't have to do them that way if you decide to make one. You do not have to do them that way. This helped me if I'm working on a car, gas tank, or whatever. If I'm working on my motorcycles or any of my garden equipment, if I need to drain gas out real quick, I can do it. This is a pretty good pump. Okay, now. That tube is, say about 15 feet. I did that on purpose. 15 feet on this side, this one here on this side, this one here is 15 feet. So about 30 feet away. If I really, want to be really safe about it, I can move this unit here back from where I'm grounding the gas at 20 feet, and then move the supply tank, which is, the tank is dumping in right there, 20 feet away. And then I can take this wire here, which is 20 feet away. So anyway, I'm a good distance away from anything sparking in here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start pumping some gas. You won't be able to see it really good. So now I pick these tubes, which is transparent, because I want to see the gas when it bubbles and go through and empties out. So here it is. We're going to start it there. Connect this wire. You can hear a slight hum. And we're pumping gas. Now, this tank is a 3.5 gallon tank. So we're pumping gas now, right now, at this very moment. And when it empties out, you'll see bubbles. And sometimes you got to reposition the tube down into the tank to suck it all dry. Then the next step I'm going to do is, this is the scooter inner workings here, underneath the seat. I'm going to hook the battery back up. And so I never hooked this unit up to that battery because it's just too close to that fuel vapor. So I don't do that. So I hook it up to a separate battery, which is here, further away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this bike up, and I'm going to try to crank it a couple times, get it running, and run the remainder of the gas out of the bowl of the carburetor. And once it runs bone dry, then it's ready to be put together for the winter. Because when you let the carburetors gum up, you got some issues. That means you got to go down into this little cavity and take that carburetor out, figure out how to clean it. And I use the ultrasonic cleaner. You can go to my other video and see that, how to clean carburetors. But it makes an easier job of. But who wants to take all this out? These bikes are really tight and compressed everything together. You got to take 100 parts off, it seemed like, to get to that one little part. So it's best just to clean the carburetor. Now I could have dumped fuel treatment in there, but this gas that's in there is about 1.5 years old, so I want to get it out of there. So when spring comes, I put some 97 octane in there, fresh gas. I run it all spring. And with these scooters, they burn so little gas. I don't even recommend really filling these things up, because you fill them up, they don't burn the gas. I rode all summer off this thing, and the meter wouldn't move. It's 80 miles to the gallon, so I use this now because it's a beautiful piece of transportation. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my antifreeze and make sure that it's in good condition, which I know it is. See that? It's still running. think I got about 3.5 gallons in there. It'll dump it out. It'll pull it out in no time. Got the cord running down there, up to the bike. This is how you take care of your stuff. People tell me these bikes don't run very well. A lot of it has to do, folks, with the way people take care of these bikes, which they don't. They just put gas in and ride them. I don't do that. I put fresh oil in. I put fresh gear fluid in. I put fresh gas in. I check all the fittings. There it is. It's emptying out. See? See right there? See that? And then what I'm going to do is try to reposition it, see if I can get some more gas coming up through it. Yep, it's empty. That's 3 gallons that dumped out of there in what? About 2 minutes, 3 minutes? 5 minutes? Not bad. Look at that, it's sucking it dry. I'm gonna just jiggle it around the cord and see if I can find another pocket of gas down in there. Okay, that's it. We'll be back after I figure out something else to do this bike to keep it running fine for me. Later. This is the battery that was removed from the motorcycle. I'm just getting it charged up. Then you hear the alarm. That's the low voltage alarm. And that's normal for a bike that hasn't been ridden in quite a while. So we'll keep charging it, and once you get to 11 volts, the charge of the battery alarm will stop. Okay? I'm outside now changing the oil on my Rocketta. I removed the gas from it. Now we're going to clean up the oil components. Now inside the bolt that holds everything together is a spring, and right here is a filter, and that's the cap. That's the spring that keeps that filter in the proper position. Okay, now we're going to use the ultrasonic cleaner to clean up these parts. Here we go. I'm going to push the on button. This is removing metal shavings, dirty oil. Once it's completed, run it through the cycle. These parts will be in the same condition they were when they were brand new. The ultrasonic cleaner helped me out a number of times. Clean carburetors out. It helped me to clean parts. It helped me to clean rust. I can't do without it. So I do a lot of work to lawnmowers and car motors and motorcycles. I need to keep all those parts clean, because when they clean, they function better. My ultrasonic cleaner. Just a little bit of Simply Green in it. Cut the unit on. And it cleans the parts up. It will not damage parts. Whether it's rubber, glass, plastic, you name it, it will not damage it. I can put my glasses in here clean. I can put my jewelry in here clean. Ultrasonic cleaner. And this was a short cleaning cycle because the items aren't that dirty. But I can set it, look at this setting. I can set it all the way up to the entire setting. I call that the brand new setting, because once you set it there, what you put in there will come out brand new looking. Look at that. Billions of tiny explosions taking place all around these parts, removing fragments of oil, grease, dirt, any rust particles, motor shavings off of the oil filter.